What's up guys, Steve from Cult of Mac here. Now it has been almost a year since my last 7 awesome Apple Watch tricks video, and between the two of them they have amassed over 1.6 million views. As a way to say thank you and to see if lightning can strike 3 times, here's 7 more awesome Apple Watch tricks. Let's get started. Firstly, if you're not a fan of the circular grid view on the Apple Watch, did you know that you can easily switch that to a list view? To do so, head to the home menu and do a hard press. You'll then be presented with the option for a standard grid view or a list view. Choosing the latter will present your apps in a tidy alphabetical list. The menu will then stay in that view until you reverse the steps. It's still not the quickest way to navigate the home screen, but some people might find it easier. It's a simple trick, although it's one that took me 2 years to come across. Speaking of user interface tips that I wasn't aware of for a while, just like with the iPhone 10, you can switch between apps on the Apple Watch every bit as easily. To jump back to the last app you used, just double tap on the digital crown. Of course, you can hit that side button to bring up the app switcher, but it's a nice and quick way to switch back and forth. While the Apple Watch Series 3 is better than ever for taking calls on, sometimes you just need to switch back to your iPhone. If you've already answered a call on the Apple Watch, head to your iPhone and tap on the call icon to switch the call over. Whilst the ability to take calls and use LTE with the Series 3 Apple Watch gives it a whole new lease of life, it does mean that you have an extra data plan to worry about. But how can you check on your data usage? Unfortunately, you can't check it on the watch itself. Instead, you'll need to open up the companion app on the iPhone, then choose mobile data, or cellular as it's described in the US. Within that, you can easily see how much data you've used in the current period, as well as which apps are using the most data. If your Apple Watch is completely frozen and nothing is responding, you can give it a forced restart just as you would an iPhone. To do this, hold down the side button and digital crown for 10 seconds. The screen will then go blank and restart with the usual Apple logo. Just as with the iPhone though, this is a last resort and you shouldn't do this too often. With the Series 2 and 3, you can now enable your Apple smartwatch to monitor your heartbeat and notify you when your heart rate is higher than it should be. To enable it, head over to the companion app and head over to the heart rate section where you can turn this on and off. Once you enable it, it'll ask you to choose between 100 beats per minute and 150 beats per minute to alert you. The nice thing is, it won't alert you every time you go for a brisk run, as it'll only do so once you've been inactive for around 10 minutes. If you're a fan of the Mickey and Minnie watch faces, you might be surprised to find that they can actually talk to you.
It's 10:35.
When using either of the faces, you can tap on the characters for them to read the current time.
It's 5:37. Good evening.
If this isn't working for you, make sure it's enabled under Settings, then Sound and Haptics. Then make sure Tap to Speak is enabled.
It's 5:39.
Well, that's it for this video. Hopefully there's been some tips that you didn't know about. If so, let me know in the comments section down below. If you enjoyed this video or you'd like to see more like this, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in the next one.